Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. So, good afternoon, everyone. Today we start with our new topic related to the GATE examination, that is microscopic and macroscopic parameters of traffic flow and the fundamental relationship. I have completed Sanjiv Harinkhede, completed my graduation in civil engineering. After that, completed MTech in structure and now pursuing PhD and working as an assistant professor in SB Jain Institute of Technology, Nagpur. So in traffic engineering, there are various parameters on which the traffic flow is related. So first parameter is the speed, another is the density, and third is nothing but your flow. These are the basic parameter or the basic traffic flow parameters on which our traffic engineering based. So today's lecture is based on these topics. So we know that traffic engineering pertains to the analysis of the behavior of the traffic and to design the facility for the smooth, safe, and economical operation of the traffic. We know that every traffic engineer must facilitate to smooth, safe, and economical operation. The traffic flow, like flow of water, has a several parameters associated with it. I just like said that several parameters are the speed, density, and flow. These are the basic three parameters on which traffic flow is dependent. The traffic stream parameters provide the information regarding the nature of the traffic flow, which helps the analyst in the detecting any variation in flow characteristics. To understanding traffic behavior require to a knowledge of traffic stream parameters and the mutual relationship. In this lecture, we have discussed the traffic flow is presented here. The traffic stream parameters basically depends on the driver and the vehicle behavior. How the traffic behavior and its human behavior, we know that it is non-uniform and it is non-uniform in the nature. So that's why the traffic stream includes the combination of driver and vehicle behavior. The driver or human behavior being non-uniform, traffic stream is also non-uniform in nature. We know that the behavior is non-uniform, but also the traffic stream, as we know that anyone can drive in the wrong side or other side, it is given in the pedestrian side. These are the non-uniform nature of the traffic stream. It is influenced not only by the individual characteristics of both vehicle, but also the human by the way a group of such unit interacts with each other. Thus, a traffic flow through a street of defined characteristics will vary both by location and time corresponding to the changes in the human behavior. The basically just and give an example कि अगर कोई vehicle है आपका बुट्टीबुरी का college है, we know that this is a I think it is a national highway having 4 lanes वगैरह. वहां पे बोला गया है कि अगर स्पीड आपकी 60 किलोमीटर पर आवर अगर है, अगर आपसे बुट्टीबोरी से नागपुर आना है यूजिंग दैट हाईवे, द स्पीड लिमिट इज 60 किलोमीटर पर आवर. सो अगर आप उसको समझ के जाते हैं कि हम 40 के स्पीड से चलाएंगे या 100, 150, 120 के स्पीड से अगर चलाएंगे, सो इट नॉट पॉसिबल. सो इट इज डिपेंड ऑन द ह्यूमन बिहेवियर एज वेल एज ड्राइवर एंड व्हीकल बिहेवियर. एक एग्जांपल के तौर पे था यहाँ पे, फॉर एग्जांपल इफ अ मैक्सिमम परमिसिबल स्पीड ऑफ vehicle on highway is 60 km per hour, the whole traffic stream can be assumed to be move on average speed of 40 km per hour rather than 100 or 120 km per hour. Okay, so that is the basic the combination of driver and vehicle behavior. Thus, the traffic stream itself is having some parameters on which characteristics can be predicted. The parameters can be mainly classified as that is the measurement of quantity, which include density and the traffic flow of traffic, and measurement of quality, which include the speed. The traffic stream parameter can be microscopic or macroscopic, which characterized the traffic as a whole, or microscopic, which studies the behavior of individual vehicle in the stream with respect to each other. That's why I'm saying that our today's topic is based on microscopic and macroscopic behavior of traffic engineering. As far as the microscopic characteristics are concerned, they can be grouped as measurement of quantity or quality as described above. That is flow, density, and speed. As we know that these three main characteristics on which the traffic flow is depend. Which are that? That is flow, density, and speed. While the macroscopic characteristic include the measurement of separation, that is the headway or separation between vehicles, which can be either time or space headway. It depends on time and space which is available for the traffic control. The fundamental streams characteristics are speed, flow, and the density, and are discussed below in our today's presentation or in lecture. So basically speed, as we know that we discuss about the speed and velocity. Speed is the scalar quantity, velocity is the vector quantity. That is distance upon time is known as a speed. This terms is which we always studied in various parameters in 11th standard, 12th standard, and whole engineering. The speed is considered as a quality measurement of travel, as the driver and passenger will be concerned more about the speed of the journey than the design aspect of the parameter. Generally, this is one of the basic important parameters whenever we study the traffic engineering. It is defined as the rate of motion in distance per unit time. The rate of motion in distance per unit time, it is known as speed. Or generally, we can discuss it as a distance per unit time is known as a speed. In velocity, it turns in a particular direction. Speed, it does not depend on direction. Mathematically, the speed or velocity is given by v is equal to d by dt. There, v is the speed of the vehicle in meter per second, d is the distance travel in meter, and t is the time in second. Speed of different vehicle will vary with respect to time and space. To represent this variation, several types of speed can be defined that is important among all the spot speed, running speed, journey speed, time means speed, and space means speed. Basically, this speed is classified into four major parts, that is spot speed, running speed, journey speed, and the time means speed, and space means speed. So let us discuss the various types of speed. The first type is spot speed. Spot speed is instantaneous speed of the vehicle at a specified location. Means a spot speed can be used to design the geometry of the road, like horizontal and vertical curves and super elevation, etc. As we know, there's various curves are there, that is horizontal and vertical. Basically, the embankment or the super elevation are designed by this spot speed method. Location and size of sign, design of signal, shape speed, and the speed zone determination required the data of spot speed. Accident analysis, road maintenance, and congestion are modern field of traffic engineer which use spot speed data as the basic input. As we know that there are so many accidents and road maintenance work and congestion of traffic is there. So by using spot speed, we can by spot speed basic inputs, we can determine the various aspects. Spot speed can be measured using the in-scope, pressure contact tubes, or direct timing procedure, or radar speedometer, or by time-lapse photographic methods. It can be determined by speed extracted from video image by recording the distance traveling by all the vehicle between a particular pair of a frame. As we know that there are so many traffic inspectors are present on the road, they can measure our speed by an instrument, that is by photographic image or video image. They can identify our speed. If it is more, then they can fine up with various charges by using this spot speed method. Second type of speed is running speed. As we know that running speed is the average speed maintained over a particular course while the vehicle is moving, and is found by dividing the length of course by the time duration in the vehicle in motion. That is, this speed does not consider the time during which the vehicle are brought to stop or has to wait till it has cleared the road ahead. The running speed will be always be more than or equal to journey speed, as delayed are not considered in calculating the running speed. Next type of speed is journey speed. This is most important type, that is journey speed. Journey speed is the effective speed of the vehicle on a journey between 2 points, and is the distance between 2 points divided by the total time taken for the vehicle to complete the journey, including any stop time. For example, if you want to go from Butibori to Nagpur, as we know that the distance is near about 25 kilometers, these are the two spots where how many time is required to cover that distance is called as the journey speed. If the journey speed is less than running speed, it is indicate that the journey follows stop-go condition with enforced acceleration and deceleration. Means अगर अपने को बुट्टीबोरी से नागपुर जाना है, 25 किलोमीटर का डिस्टेंस है, अपने को आधे घंटे में अगर पहुंचना है, अगर उसका 40 मिनट लग जाते हैं, so that variation is between I think it is 10 minutes, so that will be due to the acceleration or deceleration of the vehicle, which is followed by stop or go condition. The spot speed here may vary from 0 to some maximum in excess of the running speed. A uniformity between the journey and the running speed denotes comfortable travel condition. The most important and the last type of speed is time mean speed and space mean speed. Time mean speed is defined as the average speed of all the vehicle passing through a point on a highway over some specific time period. Space mean time is defined as the average speed of all of the vehicle occupying a given section of a highway over some specified time period. Both mean speed will always be different from each other, except in the unlikely event that all vehicles are traveling at the same speed. The time mean speed is a point measurement, while space mean speed is a measure relating to the length of highway or lane. The next important characteristics, that is flow. As we know that, first of all, speed is there, another flow is there, and third is the density is there. So it is second characteristic on which the traffic is depend. The flow, there are practically two ways of counting the number of vehicle on the road. One is flow or volume, which is defined as the number of vehicles that pass a point on highway or a given lane in a direction of a highway during specified time interval. In last lecture, I think we discussed about the volume. At a particular intersection, how many vehicles are moving together, that count is known as a volume. Traffic volume is there. It is calculated per hour or per day or per month, per year. Okay. The measurement is carried out by counting the number of vehicle, that is denoted by small n, passing a particular point in one lane in a defined period. That time period is t. Then the flow, that is small q, expressed in the vehicle per hour, is given by that volume, or the flow is calculated by this formula, that is q is equal to n divided by t, where q is the traffic flow or volume in vehicle per hour, n is the number of vehicle passing on a particular point, and t is the time required for passing a particular point in one lane. The flow is expressed in planning and design field, taking a day as a measurement of a time. There are various variations of the volume. The variation of volume with time, that is month to month, day to day, hour to hour, and within a hour, is also as important as a volume condition. As we know that month to month, in a month of summer or in a month of rainy season, the traffic volume is less. In particular, day to day, whenever there is a Sunday or holidays, the traffic volume is less. Okay. Hour to hour, as we know that the office time, the school time is at particular, it is 9 to 11 a.m. and it is 4 to 6 p.m. In that particular condition, the traffic volume is more at that particular point. The volume variation can also be observed from season to season. Volume will be above average in a pleasant monitoring month of summer, but will be more pronounced in the rural than in urban areas. But this is the most consistent of all the variations and affect the traffic stream characteristic at the least. Weekdays, Saturdays, and Sundays will also face the different pattern. As we discussed earlier that on the weekend days, that is Saturday, Sunday, the traffic flow is less because all the working industries or the schools are closed during that period. That's why the traffic volume is less these particular days. But comparing day with day, pattern for route of the similar nature often show a marked similarities, which is useful in enabling prediction to be met. The type of volume measurements are given here. Since there are considerable variation in the volume of traffic, several types of measurements of volume are commonly adopted, which will average this variation into a single volume count to be used to many design purpose. Basically, in gate examination, this is the most important question which is asked. The different type of volume measurements are there. The first is average annual daily traffic, that is AADT, average annual daily traffic. The average 24-hour traffic volume at a given location over a full 365-day year, that is the total number of vehicles passing the site in year divided by 365, that is average annual traffic, AADT. Means agar koi aapka, suppose we have taken one example in Mohagaon, that is in nearby your college. I think there, if suppose in a 365 days there is 5 lakh vehicle per year is moving through that particular point. So we can divide to calculate the annual average daily traffic, AADT. It is total 5 lakh divided by 365. That is per day traffic is counted there. Next type is average annual weekday traffic. Okay, that is AAWT. The average 24-hour traffic volume occurring on the weekends over the full year. It is computed by dividing the total weekday traffic volume for the year 260. Third part is the average daily traffic, that is ADT, an average 24-hour traffic volume at a given location for the some period of time less than a year. It may be measured from 6 months, a season, a month, a week, or little as 2 days. ADT is valid number only for the period over which it was measured. Then the final type of flow is average weekday traffic. Okay, that is AWT. The average 24-hour traffic volume occurring on the weekdays for some period of time less than 1 year, such for a month or a session. So these are the 4 important types of traffic flow which are basically asked in gate examination. The relationship between AWT is analogous to that between AADT and ADT. Volume in general is measured using different ways like manual counting, detector sensor counting, moving car observation method, etc. As we know that in last lecture we have discussed the various patterns of calculate the traffic volume. हमने देखा था कि उसमें हम manual भी कर सकते हैं by using instrument. It can be done. Mainly the volume study establish the importance of a particular route with respect to other routes, the distribution of traffic on road, and the fluctuation in the flow, all which eventually determines the design of a highway and the related facilities. Thus, the volume is treated as the most important of all the parameters of the stream. Now, the next important characteristic or parameter, that is microscopic or microscopic parameters, that is density. Density is defined as the number of vehicles occupying a given length of highway or a lane, and it is generally expressed as vehicle per kilometer. On one can photograph a length of road X, count the number of vehicle, that is nx, in a one lane of a road at that per point of time, and derived it the density is k as k is equal to nx divided by x, where k is the density, nx is the count of number of vehicle, and x is the length of road. There is one figure which I have illustrated. This is the illustration in figure 1 that will show that point A and B are, there are 4 vehicles are there. The density is the number of vehicle between the point A and B divided by the distance between A and B. Suppose there are 4 or 5 or 6 n number of vehicles are between A and B. This can be divided by its space. Okay. Density is also equally important as flow, but from the different angle, as it is measured most directly or related to traffic demand. Again, it measures the proximity of vehicle in the stream, which in turns affect the freedom to maneuver or comfortable driving. Okay, so figure 1 shows there are 4 vehicles in between point A and B, and the space is given. The next parameter or characteristics on which we can calculate the density, that is time space diagram. The time space diagram is a convenient tool in understanding the movement of vehicle. It shows the trajectory of vehicle in the form of 2-dimensional plot. The time space diagram can be plotted for a single vehicle as well as multiple vehicle. They are discussed below. Suppose for a single vehicle, taking one vehicle at a time, analysis can be carried out on the position of vehicle with respect to that time. This analysis will be generate a graph which gives the relationship of its position on a road stretch related to the time. This plot thus will be in between distance x and the time t. X will be the function of the position of the vehicle for every time t along the road sketch. The graphical representation of xt in a tx plane is a curve which is called trajectory. The trajectory provides an intuitive, clear, and complete summary of vehicle motion on the dimension. There are some figures are there. As we know that the time in an x coordinator and distance x in y coordinator. Time is taken in t, small t, and distance is taken in x. Okay. So in first diagram, as we show that there is diagram, time space diagram for a single vehicle. In first diagram, figure 2a, the distance goes on increasing with respect to origin as time progress. If time is increases, linearly distance is also increases. In figure 2a, the vehicle is moving at a smooth condition along the roadways. In figure 2b, the vehicle at a first move with a smooth pace. After reaching a position, reverse its direction of movement. Okay, means distance is covered. There is some deacceleration is there. That's why the curve is formed. In figure 2c, the vehicle in between becomes stationary and maintain a same position. Okay, so that third figure trajectory is shown in that particular figure. From the figure, steeply increase the section xt, that is the position with respect to time, denote a rapidly advancing vehicle, and horizontal position of xt denotes a stop vehicle, while shallow section show a slow moving vehicle. A straight line denotes constant speed motion, and curving section denotes acceleration motion. If the curve is concave downward, it denotes acceleration. As we know that the velocity per unit time is known as acceleration, and if it is concave downward, it is denoted as acceleration. but the curve is convex upward denotes deceleration. This is the again most important question asked in GATE examination. The concave downward denotes the deceleration and convex upward denotes deceleration. So that it's for a single vehicle. If there are multiple vehicles are there on a lane, particular lane, the time space diagram can also be used to determine the fundamental parameters of traffic flow like speed, density, and volume. It also can be used to find the derived characteristics like space headway and time headways. Figure 3 shows the time space diagram for a set of traveling at a constant speed. Okay, so again in figure 3, as we shown that time space diagram for many vehicle, it is for time t1 to t2 and distance from x1 to x2. We can calculate that multiple vehicle time space diagram. Density by definition is the number of vehicle per unit length. From the figure, an observer looking into the stream can count 4 vehicles passing the stretch of road between x1 and x2 at time t. Okay, suppose in this diagram we can show that in left corner distance is x1 to x2, time is t1 to t2. Hence the density is given by k is equal to 4 vehicle x2 minus x1. We can also find volume from this time space diagram. As per the definition, volume is the number of vehicles counted for a particular interval of time. From the figure 3, we can see 6 vehicles are presented between time t1 and t2. Therefore, the volume Q is 3 vehicle t2 minus t1. Again, the average taken at specific location, that is time ranging over the interval, are called time mean, or those taken at an instant over a space or interval termed as a space mean. Another related definition which can be given based on the time space diagram is headway. The space headway is defined as the distance between corresponding point of 2 successive vehicles at any given time. Thus, the vertical gap between any 2 consecutive lines represent the space headway. The reciprocal of density otherwise gives the space headway between the vehicle at that time. Similarly, time headway is defined as the time difference between any 2 successive vehicles, that is t2 minus t1, when they cross a given point. Thus, the horizontal gap between the vehicle represented by the line give the time headway. The reciprocal of flow gives the average time headway between the vehicle at that point. Okay, so we summarized today's lecture. As we know that for the microscopic and macroscopic parameters or the characteristics of traffic engineering and its fundamental characteristics. So in today's lecture, we have studied about the speed, flow, and density are the basic parameter of the traffic flow. This is the important point. Which is the basic parameter of the traffic flow? Speed, flow, and density. The different measures of speed are used in traffic flow analysis like spot speed, time mean speed, space mean speed, etc. The time space diagram can also be used for determining this parameter, and the speed and the flow of traffic stream can be computed by using observer method. Okay, generally some questions are asked in GATE examination. I have considered 2 questions are there. My first question is, the instantaneous speed of the vehicle at the specified location is called. Okay, so we know that there are 4 types of speeds is there. Spot speed, journey speed, running speed, and time mean speed. So at particular instantaneous speed of vehicle is specified at particular location, it is known as a spot speed. Second question, which of the following is not a derived characteristic? As we know that density is not a derived characteristic because density is the main characteristic. As we know that there are 3 characteristics, main characteristic, macroscopic and microscopic characteristic, that is speed, density, and flow. Other time headway, distance headway, and travel time are the derived characteristics. Okay, Thank you. Okay. So is there any questions from student side?
Hello, students. I think sir has completed today's presentation. If you have any doubt regarding to this presentations which sir has given, or any doubt regarding to the traffic engineering, transportation engineering, you can ask the sir. If any hesitation, you can put your question in chat box also. Anybody having any doubts?
Yes, any doubt? Student, this is the most important part of your gate examination. Generally, most of the question asked in this topic, that is microscopic and macroscopic characteristics of the speed. Basically, again, I discussed that there are three major parts, that is speed, flow, and density. Based on this, your question is asking on that particular examination. Yes, any question?
Yes, anybody having any doubt?
Yeah, Sanjay sir. I think there is
Yes,
no doubt in
okay.
the student.
Okay. Actually, there is a hesitation to the students, but I think on this level, students should ask something after the completion of any presentations. It's
Okay.
okay, but
Sir, if there are
actually
any,
you should
if
improve
they are,
yourself. Yes.
if they have any doubt, sir, you can give me their number also. I can taught them
Yeah.
particularly solve their problem, sir.
Okay, no problem.
Yes.
Student, if you have any number, you can WhatsApp me your doubt. I will forward this all doubts to the sir, and sir can explain each and everything. Because on the view of gate examination, this is one of the important presentation. So, Mr. Sanjiv Harinkhede sir has given you a good presentation related to the transportation engineering, and you know that transportation engineering is also a favorite topic of mine. I am also studying sir transportation engineering 1, transportation engineering 2 here.
Acha, okay, sir.
So I'm yes sir, I'm thankful to Professor Sanju Hirenkar sir for sharing his knowledge regarding to this subject. And I hope in future sir will be in contact with us, and also sir will guide you on different aspect in engineering. Thank you sir, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. So thank you, and everyone can leave this meeting. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you.